darlings. The answers to my questions revealed, which is what I decided to do this year for my YouTube versary. How well do you know me? What is my all-time favorite franchise? The options were Dragon Age, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and the X-Men. I could have put Mass Effect. I could have put anything. These are my top 3. 11% of you got it right. Yay! My all-time favorite franchise is indeed Star Wars. The original expanded universe. I read all the books all the way to Crucible, which is the last one. So why Dragon Age videos? Because after Crucible, Disney bought Lucasfilm. They weren't going to continue the series, so I was looking for something new to read. I started reading the lore, the Chant of Light, the timeline, and I started writing notes. I started having theories, and I was like, is this crazy? Is this insane? Probably. Hashtag don't judge. But I discovered that I'm not the only one to think that the Evanurus and the Old Gods could be linked. So I said, okay, I'll make a couple of videos, and here we are today. Back then, I was just DarthShadie. Today, I am DarthShadie Lavellan. DSL. It sounds like some sort of like connection cable. DSL. Question 2. What do you think my favorite Dragon Age race is? We have human with Maxwell Trevelyan. We have Asan Lavellan for elf here. Elven perfection. He's the elf you see in all my music videos and trailers a lot of the time. I even created his twin. Okay, dwarf. And Kunari. 90% of you got it right. I have a lot of elves. I have a lot of humans. I created one Kunari. And I've never created dwarves. In all 3 games, I've never created dwarves. It's not that I don't like dwarves. It's just creating an elf or another race. I'll create an elf. And it's not just Dragon Age elves, okay? I mentioned my binders. This is one binder. My Govanen Nahindarin. Welcome to Sindarin. I have etymologies, dictionaries. A lot of the stuff I printed in the early 2000s, a lot of it comes from Tolkien himself, but a lot of it is stuff that I put together as well, because filling in the blanks, various types of dictionaries that other fans put together. I made organized charts. Sindarin is quite complex. And this is my this is my other binder. So I have 2 binders. There's tons about pronunciation. And so that's why when I speak Elven, I pronounce it as though I was speaking Sindarin. Like when I say Gilanain, or the reason why I always accidentally say Anduril instead of Andruil. Anduril, Aragorn's sword. Iamar prestar ein, Hanmadon nenen, Hanmadon nahai, Ahan noston in Gwylith. And that is the first line in the Fellowship of the Ring. All right, so I can go on for hours about elves. Seriously. I have to highlight some comments here, though. I'm going to say Elven for 2 reasons. Your YouTube name, and because your videos involve anything involving lore of the elves, you speak with such passion and conviction. I'm really happy to know that my passion comes through. Question 3. What do you think my favorite Star Wars species is? So we have Twi'lek with Ravasdeen. Yes, I gave him an Elven name. My Mirialan Desmond. We have Shader, a Chiss. And we have Shadowlynx, a Cathar. I mean, just look at, he's my Pyrotech. Some of you, went by logic thinking green. 56% of you voted Twi'lek. I do have a lot of Twi'leks. I think I have 3 Twi'leks. I also have 3 Chiss. I love Twi'leks, but the correct answer is Chiss. I know, there's just something about the Chiss that fascinates me. I don't know if it's the glowy red magenta eyes, or what, but there's just something about the Chiss. But I like Twi'leks too, and certain parts of them.
It has had its charm, hasn't it?
That's a good thing to keep in mind.
Question 4 was, what nationality/culture am I? Canadian, eh? Polish? Québécois, tabarnak! Or all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Because if I'm Québécoise, tabarnak, ben c'est parce que I'm also Canadian, eh? And culture is also, I'm third generation Polish. It's all of the above, eh? This is the plaid shirt, very Canadian, eh? I was having fun with this one. I mean, if you followed me for any number of time, you've quickly realized that I like to poke fun at myself. So this is one of those moments. Question 5. Who does my husband look like? I don't know if I've talked about this enough. This is a little bit subjective, so there's no wrong answer here. So we have Solus, 42%, 8% Tech from the Bad Batch. And I mean, this is recent. Recently, we watched the Bad Batch together. Tech and Solus. For me, the answer is Tech and Solus. 29% of you voted for Tech and Solus. Tech Solus. Or 22% of you, also correct, Binky, you're so obsessed, Lamau. Hashtag don't judge. Yes, I'm so obsessed, Lamau. This is Beslar, which means, Beslar means music in Mandoa. The way to create a character in Star Wars The Old Republic who looks like my husband is to create a character who looks like Solus. I mean, there's your proof, you know? So Beslar is Mandalorian, but he's a Jedi Knight, spec'd like a DPS juggernaut. I had a lot of fun creating this character. I believe it went logically here because of the wearing glasses. I mean, you're not wrong there. And neither is anyone voting for Pinky, you're so obsessed, Lamau. You're not wrong there. When it comes to Tech, he doesn't just look like him, but he resembles him in personality too. He doesn't say things that to him are self-explanatory. And I find myself oftentimes saying, you didn't think of telling me this sooner? And so we're there watching the Bad Batch, and I'm like, doesn't he make you think of anyone, my love? And he's like, what are you talking about? He knows. I need to stop falling for characters who look like my husband because they're just going to break my heart. Question 6. What do you think my favorite music band is? This one was a bit of a trick question. And there are 2 correct answers. We have Epica. It's a more recent group I really, really enjoy. I have a favorite album. We have Linkin Park. We have The Offspring. And Blind Guardian. Are all really good bands. My 2 top bands are The Offspring and Linkin Park. So if you voted for The Offspring, if you voted for Linkin Park, you got it correct. The Offspring I discovered first when I was still in high school with Ixnay on the Hombre, and then Americana. Welcome to Americana. And I fell in love with them. I've seen them like 4 times in concert. And Linkin Park I discovered a little bit later. And they keep switching depending on my mood. Who's my favorite band? They're both at number 1 for me. If there's one thing I regret in my life is never going to see Linkin Park in concert. Rest in peace, Chester Bennington. Question 7 was pretty obvious. I don't know. I don't know if it's pretty obvious. Well, can you see the green here? Can you see the green on my glasses? Anyway, so what do you think is my favorite color? Purple, green, yellow, pink. No one voted for yellow. No one voted for pink. All nice colors. Purple is my second favorite color. Green is my first primary favorite color. It's not a primary color. The primary colors are magenta, cyan, and yellow. But yes, green is my favorite color. This desk is green. These elvish binders are green, although they look a little bit blue on the screen there. These walls are green. Leandro is completely 100% correct here. I am the green girl after all. And last but not least, at heart, I, DarthShadie Lavellan, am truly a Jedi. So the next option is a Sith, peace is a lie, there is only passion. Or a Mandalorian, or all of the above. And the correct answer is all of the above. In Protectors of the Force, the Old Republic fanfiction series that I wrote, I have my own factions that are like combinations. And the Protectors of the Force, they're keeping the balance in the Force. They're Jedi or former Jedi Sith, former Sith, Mandalorians, all protecting the balance of the Force, all protecting the galaxy. Read it if you want to read it. This character is a character that I created to look like me. So those are the answers to my questions. So thank you for indulging with me in my silly antics and poking fun at me with me. I mean, I was gonna pass up that chat, say. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to be Jimmy approved. Squeaky squeaky. And I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. Vore Hananle.